Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Akers Pest Control, and today I want to go over general pest control knowledge. Now, before you click off the video, this is a how-to guide on how to provide your own pest control service. So this is one of my number one, honestly, probably the most requested video since I've been on YouTube for the past 4 years, and I'm just now getting around to it. So what is this video going to cover? General pest control will eliminate spiders, ants, crickets, silverfish, mosquitoes, centipedes, millipedes, so basically any kind of bug that gets in your house. What general pest control won't control are things like termites, powder post beetles, wood borers, bed bugs. So general pest control can be used for the prevention of bed bugs. So if you're worried that you might get bed bugs in the future, if you practice good preventative general pest control, a lot of times you can kill the bed bugs before they get infested, and that's a really good thing. So that's what this video is going to go over. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you how to provide your own general pest control, which is like the number one service that we as pest control technicians provide our customers. So this is how you can do it yourself. Some of the products that you can use that work really well for all these types of insects or arachnids or whatever that you've got getting in your house. This will also work on things like scorpions if you live in an area where you get scorpions. And so hopefully this will help you understand how we as pest control technicians protect your home from bugs. So this is how we do it. Step one, you want to make sure the area is clear of any debris or toys. If you know your pest control guy is on their way to the house, you want to make sure you pick up all your toys from around your baseboards, from around your windows. If you've got little knickknacks and stuff that your kids might have sat in the windowsills, make sure all that stuff is out of your home, or maybe on the dining room table or somewhere like that where it's out of the way. So your pest control guy can come in and treat around your windows and your doors and your baseboards, or if you're going to do it yourself, these are the areas you want to target. So the reason that we treat these areas is because, and I'm going to get flack for this video, and the reason I'm going to get flack for this video is because I'm going to tell you right now, if you've called your pest control technician to come out and treat your house, let's say it's the first time they've ever come in your house, you've never had pest control before, and they're only going to treat the outside of your house, don't hire them. I'll tell you right now, do not hire them. They do not have your best interests at heart at all. Because the problem is that bugs get in your house. They live in and around the baseboards of your house. They get in around your windows of your house. They get around the doors of your house. Not just the outside, but the inside as well. While all bugs come from outside, most bugs, give or take, bed bugs, stuff like that, they come from other people. But most bugs are coming into your house from outside. Outside treatment is extremely important. But when you're doing an initial first-time visit on someone's home, you need to be, and I'm talking to you pest control guys, you need to get in their house. You need to treat their baseboards. You need to treat around their windows and their doors and the cracks and places that the bugs live. Because if you don't, you will have callbacks. And a callback means someone is going to call and complain about your service and say that they still have bugs because you did not come in their house and you did not do your job. So it's important to do your job. And this is what I'm telling you guys too that want to try it yourself. You need to be able to get a pesticide that's actually labeled for inside. Not all chemicals are. Not all pesticides are actually safe to use indoors. So you have to read your label and make sure it's actually a safe pesticide to use inside of your home. And also read your labels to make sure that the areas you're treating are the proper areas. So the label will tell you everything. The label will tell you where to treat, how to be successful at eliminating your bug problem. So if you have, the reason that we treat the baseboards is because bugs will crawl. Bugs are creatures of habit. They don't like to be seen. They don't like you to know where they are. So they stay to the cracks and the crevices around your home. And this is most every bug. This isn't different for any of, all bugs behave this way. All bugs, except maybe fleas. But all bugs love to go in and around the baseboards. Bed bugs do it. Cockroaches do it. Ants do it. Spiders do it. Everything goes in around your baseboards. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like ants and spiders and cockroaches and silverfish and, all the things that get in your house, centipedes, millipedes, stuff like that, then you need to be able to treat around your baseboards. So what you want is an applicator that has enough pressure, not too much pressure, because you don't want to splatter chemical everywhere either, but you want enough pressure to where the pesticide will actually penetrate into those cracks and crevices around your baseboards. And I've got a B&G listed on my Amazon page, which all the links are below. If you're interested in anything I'm talking about today, I supply all my links in the description below on my videos. But a B&G is like $300 piece of equipment that it's a professional pest control apparatus. We use it to treat around your baseboards, and we use it to treat outside. It gets enough pressure to get up in your eaves and your overhangs, even 2.5 stories up off the ground. It's able to treat those areas. And so I recommend it because, my dad started his business in the 80s. He's still in business today, still has his original B&G. So they're really, really quality. And I'm not a spokesperson for B&G by all means. They've done some things to their B&Gs that I hate, like plastics and stuff that they've put on them. But they're still the best thing out there as far as a stainless steel tank for pesticide. And you can monitor how much pressure that you've got in the tank, so you're not over applying your chemical and you're not splattering it everywhere either. So that's another reason why I like to use them. So you need to treat in and around your baseboards, all around your windows, all around your your eaves outside. So outside treatment. How do we treat outside? So now that I've moved on to that, when you go outside, now, like I said, this is the most important thing. And the products that we're going to talk about today are Alpine WSG and Bifin granules. So I talk about these a lot on my channel because they're just really good products. I love Alpine. Alpine is pretty much my go-to for just about everything out there when it comes to chemical application. It's just a really good rounded pesticide. It does have a signal word on the label, but it's really, really safe to use around children and pets. You could use it like if you have kids or if you have pets, you could treat your house and you can let the kids. Don't let them come in while it's still wet, because if your kids are like mine, they'll want to rub their hands all over everywhere that's wet. Oh, why is that wet? Oh, what is that? Oh, that's pesticide. That's how kids are. That's how my kids are. Maybe they're just my kids. Maybe they're not your kids. Maybe they're my kids only. But make sure your children and your pets aren't in the room. Treat the room and then let it dry, and then they can come back in. It's not going to hurt them. And that's what I say by, pesticides are safe to use around children and pets, because they're not going to hurt them as long as they're dry. But so you want to treat the area. You want to treat your baseboards. You want to treat around your windowsills and your doors. You want to go outside, treat around the windowsills and the doors around the outside of the home as well. You want to make sure that you treat the eaves of your home. Now, a lot of people will miss this spot because they don't think about it as an entry point. But all of your flying insects, like this time of year, people are having, because while I'm filming this is September, and this is the time of year that wasps, flies, stink bugs, all kinds of flying insects come into the house because it's starting to get chilly outside and they're wanting to come in to get out of the cold. So the eaves, because they're attached to your attic, and your attic gets really hot during the day, during the night the heat will escape from your attic through little vents. If you've got a ridge vent, then you'll have vents all along your soffits. And if you have vents on the sides of your house, then like the louver vents, you'll have those as well. So you want to make sure you treat those areas, because they'll create warm drafts for the bugs to fly in through, and they will go in through those holes. And so you make sure that you treat those areas, and that'll keep things like stink bugs and ladybugs and cluster flies and stuff like that out of your house. So you treat those areas. You also want to treat around the base of the house. And now this is where we're going to use the bifin granules. So you take the bifin granules and you get yourself a hand spreader, which, like I said, again, all of this stuff is linked below. All the tools and stuff that you can use to do this yourself are listed below. But the granules you'll want to put all around the foundation of your house, and you want to spread them out, not too heavy, just thin, just around the outside of your house. You shouldn't even use a whole bag. You should have a whole lot of pesticide left, when you're done. You really should have most of the bag left. You're not going to use much. But you spread them around the base of the house, about a foot out, 2 feet out. You just spread. I used to, when I was younger, I used a rubber glove and spread it like feeding chickens. And so you don't want it really, really heavy. And then you come back behind yourself on top of that, and you want to treat the ground about a foot out from the house, because that's going to give you a nice band of protection, a nice protective barrier around your house that the bugs can't crawl through. If they do crawl through that barrier, they're going to die. And so, and while Alpine WSG, now that's one thing too I want to talk about. Alpine is a non-repellent pesticide. And I've gone over repellency and non-repellency before, and typically on my live streams I go into a lot more detail, which I do on Thursday nights if you guys are interested in ever catching a live stream. But where I answer your questions, I'll sit there and answer any question you have. I call it the bedbug show, but I'll answer anything you got. If you have questions about spiders or crickets or whatever, mice, rats, possums, skunks, whatever, I'll be there to answer your questions. But the reason, so Alpine WSG is a non-repellent pesticide. It's not necessarily one of the best chemicals to use around the outside. One chemical that is good, really good to use around the outside of your house, is DemonMax. So DemonMax is actually a synthetic pyrethroid. The active ingredient in DemonMax is called cypermethrin, and cypermethrin is actually a highly repellent pesticide to things like spiders and ants. So if you're a specific person who has problems with spiders and ants, then you want to use DemonMax around the outside of your home. Mix it to label. It's a 1/2 ounce to a gallon. It's not a strong mix. It's very weak, but that's more of something that would cause problems indoors with children and pets. And so that's why I don't like to use it inside. I like to use Alpine WSG inside. I like to use DemonMax outside as a repellent. I use non-repellents inside, because the thing is, if you have bugs in your house and they're living in your house, you don't want them to be repelled, and you don't want to push them around to all the different rooms in the house. You want them to feel comfortable, and you want them to feel at ease, and so they'll crawl through the chemical and they'll die. But DemonMax outside, if you use it outside, the whole goal is to keep the bugs outside out. So you can use DemonMax around your windows and around your doors, and you use it around your soffits and underneath your porches, your deck rails and stuff like that. If you've got bugs and stuff, like spiders and stuff, like to get underneath those things, and treat all the cracks and the crevices. That's what we're going to do. We're doing a crack and crevice treatment, because bugs naturally, like we said earlier in the video, bugs like to crawl inside the cracks and the crevices of your home. So this is how we do a general pest control service. It shouldn't take you more than 10 to 15 minutes to do an outside treatment, 5 minutes or so inside. You don't, if you miss a spot, you don't need to move your television entertainment center. You don't need to move your couch away from the wall. You don't need to pull everything out. You just treat what you can, the best that you can, pick up all your toys and stuff and clothes and stuff like that out of the floor, and treat all of your baseboards in the house. And after 2 or 3 months of regular service, you're not going to have bugs anymore. When I go into people's homes and I ask them, I do monthly pest control. It's a regular thing that I provide people. And so if I go in their house once a month and I come in and I say, hey, have you had any bugs today? So, well, I haven't seen any bugs since the last time you were here. It's been great. That's the answer I get by doing monthly pest control and doing it the way that I do it. So hopefully this has helped you understand how to do general pest control on your own. And if you don't want to tackle something like this on your own and you're local to Lynchburg, Virginia, you can always call me. I'll come out, I'll kill your bugs. I love to kill bugs. I'm out right now killing bugs. So you guys have a really great day. I really appreciate it. You guys have been wonderful. My audience is the best audience in the world. I love my YouTube audience. You guys are like my family. I can't wait to talk to you on Thursday night on our live stream. So you guys have a real great day. I really appreciate it, and I'll be seeing you then. Thanks.